Good morning, everybody, and welcome back in the class again. Day number 12, and we were discussing about the incident management. So yesterday we started our journey with the incident management, and we cover or we discuss about what is incident management, what is state flow on the very high level side, SLA overview, that what includes the SLA, mainly response SLA, resolution SLA. Then we discuss about the roles SN read, SN write, and incident manager is the main role available, and how this incident management table has been structured, means how this has been built up is a part of this particular discussion. Even though yesterday we had a demo as well of incident management, but let's go a little bit more deep in the life cycle. So life cycle says that from the creation of a record, either it closed, either it cancelled, is a life cycle. Because as soon as we create a record in ServiceNow, it become active true. And as soon as it become closed or cancelled, it become active false. This is what the standard we can say or we use in this particular area. Now, this slide is little important from the perspective to know that how the things work in incident management. Okay. So if you see here, first life cycle says create and classify. Again, I'm not going from the ITL perspective here, that what do you mean by the create or how to classify, but yes, we will discuss that part. Okay, and what we will do in this area, create and classification, it's a log, detail and classify, and assign. Log means you are getting any call, you're getting any email, or someone logging into the portal and raising the incident. That is the meaning of the logging here. Just logging, just putting the information, just that's what. Detail, that how you will know that it is an incident. So you have to put some category, subcategory, short description, at least minimum these things you have to put it. That is called the detail. And classify, is it an incident? Is it a request? Is it a major incident? Or it is not an incident? Here we do the classification. Or maybe we can say it is a major incident, it is a security incident. So we classify that, okay, now I got it and I'm saying yes, this is the incident, and I'm classifying it as a P2, P3, P1, P4 incident as well. And then assign. Here assign means assign to a group.
Sorry, Atul, classify here is not about categorization, just classification.
Now the question, now the question comes, what do you mean by the word classification here? We will go a little bit more deep in this. Okay, that what do you mean by the word classification here?
Okay.
Okay, because it says that a lot of things are there, and under this part, a lot of things will be covered, like it's a P1, P2, P3, P4, it's a one type of classification. Then I can say what category should be. It says hardware, software, email, it's another category, it's a classification. Number 3, is it a request? Is it an incident? It's again a classification. Number 4, it is a major incident, it is a security incident, it is another classification. So these things we need to be see that, and also some of things can be done as a manual part, some of things can be done as a automation as well. Okay, so this is what we are doing, or mainly you can say we are putting a right category, because if you remember in our first training, when you put the right category, we have a auto assignment rule also running, that if this is the category, it should go to this particular group. Okay, and then the assign. That okay, which group it can be assigned. And here we just do this part. We're not assigning it actually. We're just doing this part. Then in the second phase, we investigate and diagnosis. And to do the investigation diagnosis, sorry, wrong spelling, we have to be assign this incident to a specific group. It can be L1, it can be L2. Any group can be there. And we investigate why this happened. What is the reason behind that? Okay. Then diagnosis and fix. Put little bit more R&Ds. Okay, this can be the reason. Okay, let's fix this part. This can be the reason. Let's fix this part. And if we're not able to fix it, then we escalate it. If it was assigned to L1, it will go to L2. If it is assigned to L2, it will go to L3. Okay, and then we update it. Okay, we ask to tell the customer, okay, we are working on this incident. We'll update in 1 day or 2 days. And then we start monitoring as well. That what is the progress. When I say monitor means we're talking from the incident management manager perspective. He start monitoring what is the state of this particular incident as of now. It's still in progress. It's still in the resolve. It's still in the on hold. Which state it is. And the last, resolution and closure. Again, spelling mistake. In this particular area, we make sure that it should be restored. The services should be restored. Restore can be done manually, that you put some workaround, you put some fix, or it can be some automatic way as well. Then we update to the customer or end user, not customer, it's let's user end user, that this is the latest status on their part. And this is the combined one, update and communicate. And then auto closure. We as a service desk agent just put the incident in the resolve state and it will get auto closed after 7 days or 9 days as per the policy. But in the baseline system, it is just a 7 days. That after 7 days, the incident will move to the closure state. So this is the high level part which we are going to be discussed a little bit more. Because when we talk about creation and classification, definitely if I say, let me come here. Incident, great. So now if this is the form, and this form when you open, it's called create and classify. So in this place, if you want to make any changes in the field level, I want one more field. How we can do? We can use the form layout. In this particular area, in this particular step, in this particular phase, we do the categorize, that what category should be go. We prioritize which type of priority it is. We see, is it actually an incident? Sometimes it's look like it's not an incident, but user raise, so it become an incident, but we have to see that it is an incident or not. Then, as I say, that creation can be done via automatic. That is called the inbound action. I send an email to ServiceNow and they will create an incident for me. This is called the inbound action, even though we're not going in much deep, but we will discuss that part in this area. When we do investigation, now see, earlier what we discussed from the theoretical perspective, now we are going to discuss from the ServiceNow perspective. So in the creation and the classification, mainly you can make a change on the form level, or you can go in the form and you can fill the fields. You can categorize, you can prioritize, you can see, you can do the incident definition. And you can create the incident automatic as well with the inbound actions. Once you confirm yes, it is the incident and you click on the submit, then we're landing on the second phase, investigate and diagnosis. And here what we can do, the first part, as I say, assignment group, and it is called routing and assignment group. Why? Because if you remember that survey desk is the first line of support for my company. You did not talk to the SMEs on the first time. You talk to the survey desk agent who take your call and reply you. So in the second phase, it is called routing and assignment, to whom it should go, which team it should go. If I'm a survey desk agent, how I will decide? I will decide with the help of the category and subcategory that okay, this incident should go to this particular group. Also, important point which is coming here. Now let's say we are the 4 people. Farah and Tejas work in the morning shift, Samira work in the afternoon shift, and Surbi work in the night shift. And I know that in a single day, the incident flow is very much high. Surbi is alone in the night shift. So instead of she is going, or maybe let's say Surbi and Tejas in the night shift. Okay. So if incident flow is high, then they cannot go and check the queue, that what is the new incident coming in our queue, to whom it should assign. So ServiceNow give a new functionality called the on-call scheduling and notify. On-call scheduling means that there's a mechanism in the background which run and find that who are the person available in this shift and how or how many incidents they have, what skill set they have, and then the new incident get assigned to that particular person. We will do a little bit more in depth, but now understand from the ServiceNow perspective. The first part was completely theoretical, which we discussed. This part. Now we are converting this theoretical to the practical part, because we have to be thinking it's an implementation. Customer says that in my team 7 people are working, but I cannot hire a queue manager. I need some automatic system. Okay, we can take a help of the on-call scheduling and we can build it for you. In this phase, mainly the state flows will happen from in progress to on hold, from in progress to resolve, from in progress to resolve to again come back to the in progress. So all this state flow mainly happen in this area. And then from time to time, we send the email notifications to the customer. This is the status of your incident. This is the status of your incident. Like if you order something from Amazon or Myntra, you get an email, right? Your order has been booked. Your order has been ready. Your order has been shipped. Your order is out of delivery. What that? These are the notification we got it. It can be in the form of SMS is the one thing. It can be in the form of the email is the second thing. Now in the last phase, this one, resolution and the closure. Number one, to restore the task, to restore the incident, we can create or we can work or we can update the incident task as well. Remember the yesterday one, let's say there's an incident and it is something on the software. Now I'm not sure that which team it should assign. So I assigned to a one team and I created the multiple tasks for the different teams. Generally, this is be good in the case of the major incident management, where multiple teams get involved and they will work on the respective task to find out that why it is be happen. I'm not saying find out the root cause, no. Just to work on the incident task to give the resolution. There's a number one part happened in this area. Second thing, when we restore, we need a knowledge article to be created. This is important thing. This is very much important thing. Yesterday when I was showing the plugin, did you see there is a plugin called KCS, which helped me to create the knowledge article from the incident itself. So something tick box will become a let's see. Let's activate that plugin in the meantime. And third time, KCS. This one. It's already installed. Wow. But why I'm not able to see this plugin case integration for incident management? That's fine. KCS. Okay. Let's install this in the meantime. Okay, let's come here. And the third part, which happened in this phase, that we have to be close our incident in a timely manner. That is called the auto closer. You can do the manual closer as well. That's fine. Or you can do the auto closer. And at last, what happened? Let's say Surbi orders something from Amazon. She got the product, and as soon as the product get delivered, she get an email. Thank you for shopping with Amazon. Here is the survey link to improve our services. This is what the other concept which is required to be understood in this particular phase is called the survey. Few things I mentioned, few things I did not mention. So as I'm going to this area, I'm telling you. So now, like on-call scheduling, survey, notify, we will discuss a little bit more in depth that where we can find these things in ServiceNow and how these things are related with each other. But from the perspective, it is important to understand that how this has been working. Any doubt, any question till this point?
No, not from my side.
Okay, good. So now let's come back to our incident management. Okay, good. Yesterday when we were discussing, okay, I missed out one thing. Let's discuss now on that part. So the view which you're able to see at point of time on my screen is called the native view. Maybe like Farah, no, because in my earlier classes as well, I take the same name. It's a native view where you log in and you do your work. Okay. Redirected all question. Okay. Anything else has been added here? Okay, don't worry. Okay, let's come here. Now, as the service desk agent, I can create an incident from the native view as well, from this view. But as ServiceNow also moving forward, enhancing the user experience, they introduce a concept called the agent workspace. It's called the agent workspace. You know what is the drawback of this native view? If you want to work on 5 incident, you have to be open the 5 different tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in the workspace, this is the major problem has been overcome by ServiceNow. So what I can say, you can go here, and now what happened in the last release, ServiceNow last to last release, ServiceNow introduced service operation workspace. This is called as an agent workspace as well. It was old name agent workspace, but now it is a new, what I can say, name is called the service operation workspace. Okay. Functionality wise is good, but it is not built with the form. It is built with the UI builder. Another concept introduced by ServiceNow means if okay, let me open this. Okay, if I open this, this is a form, right? But this is also containing a form, but this form is not built with the help of this thing, configure and form layout. No, this has been built up with the help of the UI builder, a new concept. Okay, so now as an agent, and also one more thing, sorry, I missed out. Nowadays, a lot of customers are using workspaces. Workspace is like a bundle, compact. You don't need to navigate everything like here and there. But it is a service operation workspace. It includes only ITSM part. So you can click on this and you can see the list here. You can see all the modules which is part of ITSM. Interaction, request, catalog task, incident, problem, change, task, and CMDB and knowledge. So I can do my work from here itself. I can do my work from here itself. Now Surbhi or Farah is more curious. Atul, then why ServiceNow did not decommission this? No. It is their native view. See, to bring everybody on the next level is a long journey. If I say, guys, from tomorrow, nobody will drink the tea. Atul, it's not possible. Then what I say, okay, from tomorrow, everybody will take only one time tea. Then after 1 week, okay, reduce the quantity of a tea. Avoid sugar. So this is the way that we can do. So this is something similar ServiceNow do, but as I'm not saying that they are going to be decommission this. No. But they say that let's improve your productivity. So here the benefit is that let's say incident. Open. Now if you click on this, it will open the same tab like this. Open another one. Same tab. So no need to be traverse multiple tabs here. Okay, and in the utility service now introduce a functionality that you can right click. Sorry. And you can create the incident from here itself. New incident. View is different. The way of seeing is different. The presentation is different. Okay. So what is your homework now? Today's homework. Go and explore more on the workspace. Things will be similar. Same thing. You have to do a short description, incident number, state, all things will be there. Assignment group, notes, and all things will be there. Once you save it, you will find one more tab, related lists or related records. Let's say quickly this thing. See, articles are coming. Here articles are coming in this particular domain. It's coming in this particular domain. This is called the agent assist. You can see the same thing. Okay. Now all this thing done. Service offering configuration item. We know business impact. Something new is there. You can write something. Assignment group. Incident management. And click on the save. What has been left? Caller. Okay, caller is pending. So this has been saved. If you go in the details, you will find a lot of things about the incident. Okay, it's stuck. Okay. So this is what we can do. Okay. Okay, good. So you can do these things. If you go to the related records, why it's taking a lot of time. It generally did not hang. Not sure why it's be taking a lot of time here. Okay, so this is what we can do, or we can okay, it's open now. So now you can see SLA, affected CI, impacted service, and child. Okay, today try to raise an incident and complete the life cycle in the workspace. From examination perspective, not much questions will be here from that perspective, but from the practical part, we'll get to know a lot of new things in this part. Okay, so this is the first part. Now the question come. Okay. Now the question come, how many ways I can get an incident? Like inputs, the ways I can get an incident or incident get created from the service portal. So if you go here, this one, from the service portal with the help of the record producer, that is number one part. Okay, I can create an incident from the workspace or from the incident application itself from here. These words are important to understand and listen. Number three, an incident get created from the support chat, virtual agent, like this way. If I have enabled it, I'll show you this one. Because I did not configure anything out of the other than out of the box. So if it has functionality, it will get an incident from me. So this is a third way that incident get created. Fourth, I can send an email to ServiceNow email address. Now one thing important to be understand here. When I say that I can create incident by sending the email to ServiceNow email, every customer has its own email address. But once you send that email, it will see and it will create an incident for you. And that concept is called the inbound action. It's a part of the admin, so I'm not going in deep depth how to create inbound actions. Then one more concept was introduced by ServiceNow that is called the universal request. Let's see if I have that plugin available. No, I don't have that plugin available. Let me introduce that plugin. It was very not very new concept, but yes, it was a concept introduced by ServiceNow. Unique request. This one. This one. So it is like, why you want to tell to the customer that is the incident? You just give a one record number to the customer, and in the background you can create incident, you can create change as well. This is what the universal request. And the last way, you can create incident with the help of the integration. In the one system incident will get created. I want to pass all the information in my incident, in my instance as well. This is what called the integration. So these are the top 6 or 7 ways I can say that an incident get created from the service portal for the end user, for agent, workspace or the native view, then automatically with the help of the inbound action, again automatically from the virtual agent or the support chat. We can use integration or we can use universal request as well. Okay, so these are the areas or these are the way that we can create an incident. Any doubt? any question. I want to go very slow now because this is what the main thing we have to be discussed. The core processes we have to be discussed. Clear everybody? Sure. Let's proceed further. Now, let's say I'm creating an incident here. Okay. I'm putting able tutor. I'm putting LNG. And let me assign to a group and click on the save. Now let's discuss something important about the properties. Because I'm again telling you, I see few words, few lines. I always tell, every day I tell you, it is not a development and it is not a end user training. It is a implementation. How this particular module has been implemented, that we have to be learned. So now let's come back and discuss on this area. We can see these options, right? Additional action. So now see, we have a promote and promote. We will discuss later, not this one. So now what I want to be discuss, two things. When I right click on this part, additional actions, or this thing, sorry, additional action or the context menu, I'm getting these things, copy incident and create child incident. Let's say copy incident. When I copy, I get a new incident number. But what I want to tell you, from where this line get copied. This is important. This is important. From where this line get copied, हाँ तो ठीक है copy हो गया, but from where it is becoming, that is important point. And why only it copy these field? Why did not copy the color? From where that configuration is coming. This is what is called the implementation. So to understand this part, what we will do, we are going to be do in a properties. Which properties? Incident properties. Incident properties here. And here we will discuss this part. Copy incident and create child incident. So this is what the first thing happened when I copy it. So when I copy, only this 1, 2, and 3 and 4 field get copied. And also I get a line here. Now let me complete this one. Okay. Save. Now if I want to create a child incident under that, click and create child incident. Again get created, but no color is coming. And if you go here, you can see the parent is coming, the previous one. And now if I open it 1008, this one. And I scroll down till the time I did, because I did not save as of now. Once I save, I can see the child incident in this particular related record. So related list. Now to understand from where it is getting captured and why I'm able to see this option. These options. These two. So for this, let's come back here. Enable copy incident feature. True or false? Enable create child incident feature. True or false? Copy attachment from the originating incident. True or false? And this is what is important. I'm sure everybody who is in this particular call, they copy changes as well in their official instance. Are who will get the new change? Let's copy change. But did you guys notice that why only these things are getting copied? From where these things are becoming? Also, one more thing which I learned from experience, if you stuck in these kind of points from where these things are coming, the first place to go is a property of that particular module. So now if you come here, you can see it says list of copy when you're copying the incident. And now the question comes, Atul, हाँ ठीक है, क्यों बता रहे हो हमें? Because these question can come in examination. It can ask you the field and it can ask you the property name. com.snc.incident.copy.attributes. So these are the field get copied. Now, if you remove short description and save it, it will not copy. Related list, these things. Related list that will copy it from the original incident, supported related tables like affected CI, impacted this and this and this. They are saying table name and this way. If you remove this, it will not show the service offering here. We don't have that one. It did not show the affected CI because we did not fill anything here, so it's showing as a blank. So another homework for today. But one thing is important. If you're doing the practice in my instance, the person who will save the property at the last, that will be executed. Let's say Farah and Tejas is doing the practice after this class. Tejas add one table here and Farah remove one table here. So the person who is be doing at the last, either Tejas or either Farah, who is saving the property last, that will be executed. So if you want to do, you can do the practice or do one thing, create an incident with all the details, then see if copy that all this is getting copied or not. Then remove one or add one more to understand that part. OK, list of attributes from affected CI that will be copied. See, we are still on the copy. We did not reach on the child incident. Still on the copy. So these are the few important properties are here. Mainly these two is to be understandable, 1 and 2. Because this one tell a lot of things. OK, and if you see the same thing applicable for the child incident as well, because they did not mention anything specific for the child incident. See, copy, because when I'm getting a child incident, I'm just using a UI action, but I'm copying everything which is given in the property level. Now, if you want to understand, go here, UI action. And you can search it. Create child incident. So it is using some utilities. On create child incident is a function they're using. And they're getting the unique values. Create child incident. Now is their utility. Dot underscore is something they'll be using it. And then it get a unique value. But these values they're getting from the properties itself. That what should be get copied. Clear?
Yes, Atul.
One thing which is important here, that who can copy and who can create the child incident. Not everybody, no. a user with the ITL rule can do any of this action, create and copy. But a user who don't have any rule, they can just copy. They cannot get a child incident. So this is what important point I want to be tell you here, that where you can go and understand these two properties. We will discuss these things as well. That standard change, emergency changes, that from where it is becoming. Okay, so this is the first part need to be discussed. Now I'm coming to the next phase, which we discussed, that as a user, I can create an incident from the portal as well. That is called the record producer. So I'll go here. Let me go in the catalog. Okay, browse by category and can we help you and create incident. Okay, now the thing is that let's say I'm putting a urgency as a high and putting a description. Yes, it is good class. And when I click on submit, my incident get created. And see here. But the question comes, how system is knowing? ठीक है, urgency तो fix हो गया. How system is know that I have to put the short description here, I have to put the color like this, I have to put the category like this, I have to put the state like this, I have to put the contact type like this. Because I'm raising an incident, I'm creating an incident from the service portal, so it is coming from the record producer. And let's understand that part. I'm not going to get a record producer. No, it was in the admin training. Click on the record producer in another window. Let's close this. And new. Sorry, create incidents, not incidents. This one. So record producers are basically it's like a catalog item, not like a catalog. It is a catalog item which take the data from the portal and put the data in an incident table. But how, that we are going to be see now. Okay. So this is what the code need to be right. Let me show you an important point here, which we need to be understand. See, it's saying in the contact type, put the self-service. We have a self-service. Tick. The caller who is raising this incident, this one, put in the caller. Okay. Then producer plus comment. Then this. Okay. Comments put in the short description. This one, which you put it. This one, put in the short description. Sorry, here. And same thing put in the description as well. Okay. So fourth thing has been clear. Now only one thing is left. Atul, from where it is getting this urgency and why it's getting the impact as a 3. There is a main point, and why this category is coming like this. Okay, let's come and see about the category. Let search here. अरे क्या हो गया भाई? To me, let me see. Are they using anything else as well? Some auto mapping is also there. हाँ है ना? नहीं नहीं नहीं. No. Type. Hotel settings no. Accessibility no. We have to be seeing this code only. That they'll be showing.
Atul, this is not a reference field type, right? So auto populate and that will not be here.
But then how is it becoming there in the incident record?
They have used the variable sets, right? They are fetching the value at the back.
Oh.
At the mind. Just go down here.
Okay.
See, they are using variable sets.
Yes.
So
Okay.
they're just
So they are
it's back and value map. Yeah.
Right. So they say that the urgency which you are able to put on this particular place should be go and map to the in the incident table in the urgency field only. But one thing, Surbhi, I have still one question. From where it is picking up this question, this point, category as inquiry.
So it's see, if you go here, right, in the record producer, right, it's actually mapped. The variable sets are mapped with the backend value.
No, okay, see, in the variable set we have only two things: urgency and short description. That I came to know. But if you go to the incident, I'm getting this as well. Query and this as a default. It means they should mention something in the record producer itself.
Correct.
So
Just open that variable set. Open the variable set.
It's a 2-1 only, urgency and this thing.
No, nothing. You are in the variables.
There is no variable set.
There is no variable set. Okay.
I know that it should be there only.
Like there is one category in the down.
Is there a field available? I'm missing out something. No further code is there.
Atul, down there was some category, na?
Yes. Where you have the multiple tabs.
Variables. Yeah, you can see one category.
No. This category that under which place it should be show. This record producer should be show.
Correct.
Like if you come here and if you click on the request, sorry, catalog. This is what the category. Not our category. I'm sure I'm missing something here itself only. Maybe in the code they have mentioned something. Let me try. I remember it. This is the category we have inquiry.
Okay, so here, right down here, it's that get add info message, right? So it's calling multiple get functions like get user ID. It's calling, right?
Right.
They have mapped it here. Just that glide record, right? If you just go down, they have request the parent mapping, right? This is the one. They have mapped it with the parent child. See, all the values are coming from here. They've called it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll definitely pick up this signal, but again, point here. If they are getting everything here, then why they mention specific this thing? They can get it from parent as well, right? And there's no parent as well. Right? So it can be the reason can be that on the basis of my short description, maybe it's getting populated, or I'm missing that from where it is be getting as of now. I'll check that part and I'll come back to you tomorrow on this thing. Because if they are putting this line in a code, then definitely this should be coded somewhere else as well. Maybe it's
okay. So the query is for this is I mean you are creating altogether a new incident, or you are creating a child.
No.
Creating a new incident.
We are creating
I understand. So you want to know how the mapping is being done, right? When somebody is submitting it.
One thing is missing, that from where this value will be coming. It is not mentioned this code.
The category.
Yes. Rest I can see. Contact type I'm get it, caller I'm get it, comments I'm get it, short description I get it. Urgency I can see it's coming from the down only. But from where this particular concept is coming? Inquiry.
That particular field mapping. Okay, I will also check.
Okay, so this is what the record producer do. So if you want to do a lot of work, you have to create multiple record producer and you have to be write your code in that part only. Okay, but important point to be understand is that from the record producer, I'm even though we should not open this topic, but if I say that from where this urgency and these things are coming, then we can say these are coming from the record producer. So like these two values are coming, right? This is coming from the record producer. So if I open this, so it's going in the additional comments. They're putting the additional comments. So if you come here and see, it is there. But they are setting up in the short description, the description with the help of the record producer coding itself. Okay, so this is the second way that I can create an incident. Okay, from examination perspective, nothing will become from the record producer, but yes, it can become that what module we use in the service portal to create the incident, and that is called the record producer. Now the third point which we discuss, that an incident be created from the email as well. If I send an email to ServiceNow instance, an incident should get created, and that concept is called the inbound email action. Inbound actions basically. Okay, and how it's work mainly. So it says I can create an incident when you send a fresh mail, a new mail. Number one, I can create an incident when you send me any email while replying back. And number three is a forward. Other than this, there's no other way in the email, right? It can be fresh, it can be reply, it can be forward. Okay, so ServiceNow provide me mainly. Okay, so how it's happened that Farah is sending one email, Surbi sending one email, Tejas sending one email, and Samira sending one email. All this email will go to the ServiceNow instance in the email account. I'm not going in the discussion that how to set up the email account. From there, it parsing happen and it come here. So like if I say create incident, so this thing will happen here. Which table it should go? What action it should take? Record karna hai, reply karna. I said record karo. Okay, and when to run? It is important. When it's a new, it's a reply, it's a forward. If and now the question comes, Atul, how system will know it's a new, it's a reply, it's a forward? For that you have to go to the email properties, and then you will come to know REFW, ARW is that words should be mentioned in the beginning of the email subject. Now Tejas is, I'm sure he has a question. Atul, if I remove these words, then it's a new email. Simple. So I'm not putting any place where there's no incident can be get created via email. If you put AW, FW, I can create it. If you put nothing, I'll consider it as a new email and create a new incident. So you have to be you have to be consult, you have to be implement in such a manner that either any case a user send an email without subject can also can be considered as a new incident because nothing is there. It's a fresh. But is it a recommended one? Will ServiceNow recognize it? That code we have to do. In the baseline system, we have these three types mainly. And on the basis of this, you can do your actions. that what to do. You want to reply back, you want to create incident, you want to update incident, you want to delete incident, anything you want to do, you can do here. So this is coming in the inbound email action. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you in practical part because now from the last 2 or 3 releases, ServiceNow restrict the email processing in the PDI due to some security constraints. Earlier, if you see my batch 7 or 8 video of email, you will see that I'm able to send email from my personal email ID to ServiceNow. But I'm not able to do because it has been restricted completely by ServiceNow. I cannot process either inbound, either outbound from there. But this is a place where I can send email and that email get processed, the similar which we have in the record producer. So you can see, go in the caller ID, email original mail, go to the email body, subject, incident should be inquiry. So this is what my point, what I can say. Surbi, see in this also they're putting as a category, but in the record producer they're not putting as a category. Maybe it's coming from.
I was checking it. I have the development rights. I was just checking it. How did we configure it? I'll give you an answer. I will just
maybe some
checking it.
kind of updates they'll be using it. Okay, so by this we can set up the inbound action, and again at a given point of time you can create only one inbound action. It is not possible that in a single inbound action you can put new, reply and forward as well. No, you can put the different conditions. If any new email is coming, if that subject contains computer, only then create an incident. Like I implemented this thing, like for one of my customer, what we did that they want my agent will send a specific subject line always, and I want an incident should get created. So we put that subject line in the condition because it's like for the patching, for the restart. So this thing can be done. So this is the third way that an incident get created from the inbound action in ServiceNow. Any question? Any doubt? Any clarification? Okay. If no question, let me stop the recording and we'll take a quick attendance.